figured I'd pop on here randomly this morning because my schedule has changed up a little bit. So this will give me some free time on Thursday mornings to sit and blab while I have nothing to do. Howdy doody, everybody. Yep, maybe I'll start doing this on Thursday mornings. How's everybody doing? I'm feeling pretty good and energetic this morning. Excuse me, pretty good and energetic. So while I wait for some people to get tuned up in here, we already got a couple of you. Hello. My schedule made a little bit of a change. My schedule changed up a little bit. So since the kids are in school now, they get up later in the mornings, much later. So today's my off day. I don't need to go to the gym this morning. I will be going to the public gym later and running a couple of miles, but I have nothing to do this morning. So I'll pop on here for about an hour or so. Say howdy doody. Hello. We got a bunch of people in here. Connie, Triple Z, Mary, CC, Sylvia. What's up, people? How you doing? How are you doing? And remember how I told you all last time that I probably won't be doing this on Sunday mornings? Well, I do have a free spot this coming Sunday because she decided to take a break. See, when we went the first Sunday morning, right after that, we took a trip to Arizona. So we were gone in Arizona for a few days, and then we came back, and she didn't really give herself much time to make any new candles or anything like that. So she's like, you know what, I want a break so that I can have plenty of time to make me a bunch more candles and jewelry and make all of her stuff. So we're taking a break this Sunday morning. So I'll probably be on here blib-blabbing with you all weekend. What's up, people? Yeah, I never come on here with anything specific to say. Not really. I'm just really bored. Really bored. There's nothing going on the internet anyway. So whenever I sit around and start playing on the internet, nothing's going on. It's dead. Nobody's put up any new content. I feel like, Rich, you got to be that guy, man. You got to be that guy. When the internet's boring, you got to be that guy, you know? So I keep forgetting that I am that guy sometimes, you know? I keep forgetting, man, you're one of those people. Hey, man, you're one of those people. You got to put content up there, you know? So here we are. What's up with you guys? What's up with you guys? Not much. Well, yeah, so maybe here, let's see, what, today's Thursday, right? At some point today, see, y'all, I've been driving myself crazy. I've noticed, for those of you that follow me on Instagram, I made that post the other day that I'm getting like addicted. I'm getting like addicted to fitness. The more weight I lose, the more fat I'm shredding off, the more addicted I'm getting, you know? And it's so funny. It's so funny because I've started to realize that the program, me brainwashing myself, I'm finally locked into that new frequency, you know? And this is part of the process. This is it right here. Y'all get to watch me and I can explain it as I go along. You know, I've been programming myself for a little over a year now. I have been hating fitness and working out. For people comment on my stuff sometimes and they'll say things like, oh, I wish I had that motivation. I wish I had the energy. I got news for you. I never had the motivation. I was never motivated. I never had the energy. I was forcing myself. And there'd be weeks at a time where I just hated life, dude. Oh, I hated life. Man, you tell me I got to get up in the morning and do this again. Oh no, I hated it. But I was like, you know what? Everything that I've accomplished thus far, I've accomplished it by repeating the same thing over and over and over until I brainwash myself into a different frequency. And this one's been taking a while. Before that, you know, I think the longest one was about 8 to 9 months, you know? Like when I was brainwashing myself to tune into the frequency of success, of financial success, that took close to a year, but not quite a full year. before I felt myself click into that success frequency. You know, but this right here is taken right at about a year. Right at about a year before I feel the click. You know, and that click is whenever I'm done working out, I have this little voice telling me, you didn't do enough. You didn't do enough. You need to go do more. You know, and then that voice eats at me. And like, I'll go to the gym. I'll go to our little public gym down the street, run me a couple miles, get done. Man, you still didn't do enough. You didn't do enough, man. You got to do more. You need to do more. And I'm like, that little voice that used to say, man, this fucking sucks, dude. This sucks. This is stupid. Why am I doing this? It's saying something different now. That's how you know you're in the next, that's how you know. It's so cool, man. I love it. You know, because it's not just something that I do, you know. This isn't just something that I do every day. This is a part of me. This is who I am now, you know. It's cool stuff, man. It's cool stuff. I love it. And now it's not easy, but like I said, when it comes to anything, it doesn't really matter what it is. You have to be at the end of your rope. You have to be at the end of your rope. And I was getting there. I was getting real close. I didn't quite wait till I was totally at the end of my rope and like 300 pounds. I was pushing it. But I knew, I was like, look, I'm not going to figure this out any other way. Any other way. I'm not one of those types of people who can eat whatever I want and lay around on my ass all day and like, if I do that, I'm one of those types of people that just I get big and fat. That's just it, you know? We all know that one person that can eat an elephant every day and like just sit around and play video games all day and they're skinny as a rail, you know? Not me. I just don't, my body just does not function that way. It just simply does not function that way. So I was like, the only way that I only have one or two choices. I either make this part of my lifestyle or I'm a disgusting fat slob. That's the only two choices I have. And I'm not gonna be a disgusting fat slob. That's just not an option, period. Nope, it ain't happening. It's not an option for me, you know what I mean? So, but like I said, it's with anything that you're wanting to manifest, whether it's your money or your love life or whatever, you just have to be at the end of your rope, man. Everything I've tried isn't working. I gotta try something different, you know? I gotta try something different. I'm done. There is no other option. Nothing else is working, you know? So, no, it's not easy, but it is rewarding. Like I said, I'm addicted to just changing myself. I love that feeling. I love that feeling of being able to look back at who I was last year and being like, man, I don't even recognize that dude. I don't even recognize that person that I was, you know? Such a cool feeling. Such a cool feeling. Oh, such a super cool feeling. Oh, there you go. Yeah. There you go. Yep. From what'd you say? Hang on. 298 to 190. Yep. 8 months. Whew, there you go. That's some intense shit right there. That's some intense old shit right there. You know what it was for me? What I put off. This is the thing for me. I put off the magic ingredient. This is the magical ingredient to weight loss. Running. Running is the magic ingredient. And I hate running. You know what I mean? Oh man, running is the one thing. Since I was even when I was athletic as a kid, like I said, when I was younger, when I was a kid, I was incredibly athletic. I was in martial arts. They would always use me in demonstrations. They would put my picture in the front page of the newspaper. When I was like 8 years old, I got my picture on the front page of the paper in the city I grew up in. But I still hated running. Running is something that I've hated my entire life. But I just started making myself do it. Now, I've just been doing so much leg work that once I really started running on my own about 2 months ago, but it's after all this leg work and I don't get to do one single day without some kind of leg work. And my thighs are so mean that one day I was just like, man, let me try a little run, man. Let me just try it. And knocked me out a mile. And I'm like, whoa, that was easy. So I was like, I want to do that again. So I'd run, I'd knock me out another little mile, and every day. And now it's to the point where I'm at 2.5, working on 3 miles. And that's the magic ingredient. And I've just been shredding weight, because I'd get to a point and I'd plateau. I'd lose a couple pounds and then I'd plateau for a few months. Then I'd lose a couple more pounds and plateau for a few more months. Now, since I started running, I dipped down. Let's see, I weighed myself yesterday and I'm down to 212. I started off this journey at 260. Last year, I was 260. I'm a big old boy, man. I was a big old ass boy. I was 260. And I dropped down to like 250 and plateau for 3 months. And then dropped down to 240 and plateau for a few months. Then 230. And it was kind of like in little 10-pound intervals, that I would lose. And then here, let's see, I got down to about 220 and have just been plateaued for the past 3 or 4 months. Then I started running. Then ever since then, I've just seen it falling off and falling off and falling off. And now I'm down to 212. And shit, I'll probably be down to, if I keep it up like this, I'll probably be down to about 200 in the next week or 2. It's just falling off now, you know what I mean? That's the secret magic ingredient. It's cool, man. I love it. It's fun. Not only that, but you have to have something to do, You have to have something to do. We all have this idea that one of these days, and I don't know where this idea comes from. I feel like it's kind of brainwashed into us, I don't remember where I got the idea. And I know a lot of people have this same idea that one of these days, I'm not going to need to do anything, Where it seems like we're after this arrival point where one day I have arrived and we're just going to be able to kick our feet back and not do nothing. No, no, you have to have something to do. And I thought that I had arrived there. Well, I had, basically, I could have, once my career here took off and whatnot. And I did. I spent about a year, kicked my feet back and didn't do nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I'm not going to get up in the morning. I ain't waking up to no alarm. But I started noticing that's not what we want. That's not what we want. That'll drive you fucking nuts, man. Maybe that's my Virgo moon and rising talking. I don't know. But I have to have something to do. I have to have a reason to get up in the morning. I like being able to wake up to an alarm and have a schedule and have a routine and have things that I have to do. You know what I mean? If not, I just lay around and go nuts, get fat, go crazy. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Yeah, I'm starting to like running. I'm starting to like it. From New York to Cali. Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm starting to like it. Starting to. I'm liking it. Just the simple fact that I enjoy running a mile or 2 on the treadmill. For me, you don't know how big that is. You don't know how big that is because I hated running. I hated it. And Coach Drew's really been helping me because he'll help me. He'll be the little voice in my head, when I'm running and I'm struggling. Back when I was months and months and months ago, I'd be struggling, running, struggling, falling apart. And he's standing there next to me going, just keep telling yourself, this is what I do. This is me. This is what I do. This is who I am now. So I would be pounding that into my head. This is what I do. It sucks. You know what I mean? And I'd be battling that voice in my head. Now I don't have to force that thought. This is what I do. You know what I mean? Anywho. Yeah, I did. I stuck me a garlic clove in dirt. I didn't do anything. I don't know if I did what I did wrong, but it didn't do nothing. I was like, damn. Oh, water it? Oh, okay. Oh. Well, isn't it a little late? It's a little late in the season to be doing anything like that now. All my plants have been hitting this end of summer growth spurt here lately. It's kind of weird. And my Chinese elm over there, the one that sits next to me where I read, all that new growth came in within about a week or so. But yeah, the garlic clove didn't do nothing. I didn't know I had to add water to it. I'll do that next time. It'd be cool to have a garlic plant. Mm-hmm. That would be neat. And it's a little late in the season for anything, but once it starts cooling down here, I want to put a bunch of my plants outside. A bunch of my junipers where they need to be outside anyway. My baby over here sits next to the window. This here is the baby. Ooh, this is feeling a little bit light too. It needs some water. This one sits next to the window. In the evening, the sun shines straight down through that window. So this one right here really should be outside, but here in the desert, man, I've put junipers outside before and the sun fries them. I'm not chancing that with this one. Those other ones, yeah, I could do, if all my other junipers died, I'd be fine, but not this one. This is my baby right here. This is my baby. I paid $200 for this. This is a $200 bonsai tree. And that's cheap compared to some. That's cheap compared to some. I've seen them for $3,000 to $5,000. Oh yeah. And this is a little one. This is probably my second favorite of all my small ones. Of all of my small ones, this is probably my favorite of all my little junipers. And it sits there with it. It's doing okay. Anyway, though, man, we didn't go from talking about working out to plants. That's the purpose of these little blab fests here. That's the purpose. You gotta have something also too, man. I gotta have something outside of my work. I gotta have something outside of my work to be passionate about, so that I can put zero gravity on my work, so that I'm not thinking about my work all the time. So I'm not thinking about my YouTube channel, and I'm not constantly obsessing over it. You know, I have to have somewhere to take my attention off of that, so the universe can let it flow and put my attention onto something else. Know what I mean? Bonsai died? Oh, well. Yeah, they can be kind of difficult to keep alive sometimes. I've killed a bunch of them, but I'm noticing the Chinese elm, and I'm really starting to take a liking to my Chinese elm here. This one right here, and I also got a big ass ficus. But the Chinese elms do really good indoors. And this one's gonna need, let me feel it. Yep, this one's gonna need a drink today. But all this new, brand new green growth, these do really good indoors, really good. This one and the ficus. I have two ficus. I have that little tiny one that sits there. I have this one that sits on one side of me and my small ficus on the other side. And downstairs, I have a ficus about the same size as this. But anyway, yeah, for the most part, just make sure that it gets partial sun and check the soil, see if it's too dry. Anyway, yeah, it's fun, man. Yet another thing that, just like fitness, another thing that I never ever foresaw myself being interested in. Plant life and fitness, man, I'm gonna tell you what, I wish I had a time machine right now so that I could go back in time 4 or 5 years ago and say, Rich, dude, in 5 years, you're gonna be obsessed with fitness, working out, and plants. I'd be like, is it crack you smoke? Is it crack? What flavor of crack did you smoke this morning? You know what I mean? I would have been like, no fucking, and and you're also gonna be a professional tarot card reader. It's definitely crack that you smoke. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have, like, there's no way I would have foreseen myself being who I am today, you know? So, mint and strawberries? Well, hang on, what? How's the watering requirement? I don't know what you mean by that, but basically whenever it's just dry. Whenever it's just really dry. And I'm also getting to the point where I can look at the leaves too. Little junipers, though, the fucking junipers, they sneak up on you. Them things will die and you won't even know it. You won't even know it until you, you always got to check the foliage. So I'll always walk up to them and check the foliage like this. I'll always do this. Because there'll be one sitting there looking beautiful, dude. And you won't even know it's dead as a motherfucker. And then you go like this, and it'll go, and it'll just crumble and it'll just start crumbling and breaking. Like, fuck, it's dead. It's done. It's done at that point. Trash can, you know? So these are evergreen too. So you always got to check the foliage. But yeah, I don't let them get too dry and stay dry for a long time. So anyway, that's the thing too about living in the desert, man. That's the thing about living in the desert. That's the thing. There's certain plants that survive out there, but a lot of your average plants, that fucking stupid desert sun will just fry them and kill them, you know? So yeah, I didn't even know that there was any significance to the juniper. I had no idea until after we had already filled the house up with a bunch of the trees. And then I don't know how Leah found out. She discovered somehow that the berries, she got a bunch of the berries, and that burning the berries were good for something. And I was like, oh wow, I didn't even know. See, that's the thing, man. I didn't know. There's always a reason why I'm drawn to things. I don't even know what it is. I'll just feel this fiery, passionate obsession towards something. And then after I dump all my energy into it, I'll find out, oh, well, there's a very big significance to whatever it is that you were obsessed with. Yeah. So yeah, juniper is really good and you can smudge with it too. You can smudge with it. So we got a bunch of the from where I would get the Chinese Shimpaku junipers, and I'd trim it up and turn it into a tree. And then all the cuttings that came off of it, we wrapped them up and would smudge the house with it. I didn't even know you could do that. I had no idea. I didn't learn that until after the fact, you know? So, anyway though. Anyway though, y'all doing good? Y'all good? I'm good and pumped this morning. Made my own smudge bundles, yeah. I mean, she sells all that. She does all that for her little business. She does all that for her thing. She has smudge sticks, and for her little business, she has a little table set up. She sells all kinds of like little crystals and smudge sticks, and she makes them. She makes smudge sticks. I don't though. I just use it. She'll give me a candle or a smudge stick, and I use it up here when I'm working. Uh-oh, I'm hearing noise out there. I may not be alone in the house awake. Anyway. So, anybody got anything special going on today? What y'all up to? Serenade me. No, I'm just playing. Just playing. I was sitting here kind of half-assed nervous, like, man, are my kids gonna bust up in here? Anyway. Yeah, I remember them good old days, working them 14-hour shifts. I remember that. I remember them good old days. There's some days where I say to myself, man, if I can make the kind of money that I make now, I would go back to a day job. There's some days where I feel like that, you know? There's some days where I feel like that. If I could make what I make now, you know? At first, it took me a long time to get adjusted to being self-employed. It took me a long time. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. I spent all that damn time manifesting it. And then when it finally came true, when I finally got it, I didn't like it as much as I thought I would. I was like, damn. But I remember those good old days back in the day. See, well, at one point, let's see, for 5 years in a row on my birthday, I worked 12 to 15 hours on my birthday. I was never one of those people that would take off for my birthday, ever. I never viewed it as something special, you know? You know, you always got those people. And it always seems like at every job I had, it was always the Leos. It was always the Leos. It was like, my birthday, yes, my birthday. I'm taking off and it's my birthday week. It's my birthday week. My birthday, my birthday. And I'm like, it always seems like the Leos always do that. And I never did. I'd be like, when is my birthday? Oh shit, it's tomorrow. Oh well. You know? Like I've always been the type to never even pay attention to it. And I would always work like 12 to 15 hours. Come in on my birthday. I don't give a shit about my damn birthday. I ain't paying attention to that. It ain't nothing special. You know? Let's get some incense going here. But anyway, yep, I remember them good old days. I used to shovel snow. I worked at a company called Air to Ground Services in Louisville, Kentucky. And they're in Louisville, they're contracted with UPS Airlines. So they pretty much clean the UPS planes and do all kind of stuff out of UPS. And when the wintertime rolls around, they do snow removal. Snow removal. So we go out there 12 hours at a time, man. 12 hours at a time, shoveling snow, laying the little shit that melts the ice, and it's the special stuff in the airport because you can't put regular salt on the airports because something about the chemicals in it will fuck with the planes or something like that. So I'll be doing that, man, outside in the snow 12 hours a day. I remember them good old days. 12 to 16 hours just to try to get a $1,500 paycheck. You know what I mean? Damn, I'm like, I can't believe, sometimes I think back and I'm like, man, the amount of work that I used to do for the most bullshit amount of money, you know? $1,500. Are you kidding me? Man. I fucking 12, 14, 15 hours a day just to try to get 1,500, 2,000. God, I can't believe. But, I mean, I was always a real hard worker. Really hard worker. I was always that type of person. Look, check this out. I don't like unions. I don't like unions. Nope. I never liked those union jobs. You know why? Because it doesn't matter if you're the hardest working motherfucker or the laziest piece of shit. They treat you equal. You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's fucking bullshit. No. I'm going to go up whatever job that I want. I don't want there to be a damn union because I want to be the best. You know, you get treated, basically at a non-union job, you get treated based on your work ethic. So I would always be that type of employee that I would get hired at a job and I would work and bust my fucking ass off. Yo, you need me to come in on the weekend? You need me to do something extra? You need me to stay a little bit after? I was always that guy, you know? I'll do whatever you need. What do you need? I got you, you know? And I would always jump really high up on the pay scale real quick. I would always get raises real fast. And yeah, that was the type of worker I was. And that was the only thing at one point in time that I had to be proud of in my life, you know? I was a drug addict, alcoholic, but I was a damn hard worker at my jobs. And my bosses always loved me. Yep, I was a damn hard worker. That was the only thing that I had to be proud of. No other aspect of my life was together at all. But I was like, man, if there's one thing I can do, I can work my ass off. I can work my ass off. Right, the sheeple, yeah. Yep, no, it just, to me, and I don't even know if this is something I should be talking about too publicly or not. I really don't know, but straight up, to me, I just think what's the word? It like makes laziness okay. You know what I mean? Because I've witnessed it. I've witnessed people. They'll just go sit down and kick their feet up and say, nah, fuck you to the boss, and they can't get in trouble. That's the only thing unions do. They protect lazy people. That's all that they do. They protect lazy people. And they put all the work on the people that actually care about their job. You know what I mean? I was like, fuck that. Nuh-uh. I'm not going to go in there and, like, what's the incentive? You have no incentive to work hard. You have no incentive to work hard. You know what I mean? So you're telling me that, like, I go in there, I bust my ass off, I'm the hardest working motherfucker, and this dude over here who doesn't know half the shit that I know about this company, who doesn't do half or a third of the shit that I do, you tell me that he gets paid more money than me just because he's been here a week longer than me? You know what I mean? Or something like that. I don't know. I've never liked them. Never ever liked them. Doesn't give you any incentive to grow. Yep, you can pretty much just walk up in here and kick your feet back and tell the boss to fuck off and shove your thumb up your ass, and you get paid just as much as the person who's carrying the whole workload. Now, I know that's not what they started out as. I know that. I know that back in the day when unions very first started, that wasn't what they started for. Because it seems like every time I get into this conversation, there's always somebody that gets pissed off about it. Oh, there's Babe. Hello, Babe. Leah's here.
I'm here for coffee.
Oh, she's here for coffee. You don't want to get on camera? Huh?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
But anywho, so I just wanted to make that a very strong point that I know that that's not what unions started out as, but that's what they became. So
I started hiding these from you.
hiding what?
The hazelnuts.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just trying to use them all up over there.
I know, but I only like the hazelnut. And then we both have been using the hazelnut.
Oh.
So I hid the last two in those cups because you're not using the cup.
Okay. Okie dokie.
Are you supposed to say hi?
Okay.
I'm still in my jammies.
She's still in her jammies. She just woke up.
Hi, everybody.
Y'all ain't seen much of her, have you?
Oh my god, I look horrible.
You just got up out of bed. You
It's
don't
the
look
lighting.
old. She's pretty. She thinks she's ugly. You don't need to get ready.
I know, I really don't. Honestly, I don't get ready anymore as much as I used to. Do you think I do?
No, not as much as you used to.
I'll go like a week now without getting ready. And I'm like, what is wrong with me?
You don't need to. You know you don't need to. You're pretty enough.
Good morning, everybody.
This is the lovely Leah. She hasn't been on camera here in a while.
Right?
I was just bored, so I was like, man, I'm gonna get on here and blab for a minute.
I know, I can hear you.
I had it set up to where after I'm on here for an hour, I'll have like 15 minutes to come wake you up, so.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. I normally wake up around like 6:50. I'll wake up naturally now because I go to bed earlier. Because before I was going to bed at like 12 or 1, and then now that the kids are in school, now I have to like go to bed earlier. Or I don't really know what started us going to bed earlier. I guess after being on vacation for so long, we were so just wiped out.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been
So
wiped out.
drained.
Every night around 9, I'm wiped. I'm like, ugh.
Did you tell them about like when we go on vacation and then we come back, how hard it is for us to like get back to our normal like frequency here?
Not really, but I did mention that we just went to Arizona, but that is true. When we have like such a rock solid vibrational empire that we've built here, and the vibration is very high, and whenever we leave, it's so weird. It doesn't matter where we go, California, Arizona, when we leave and we're gone from this
Our bubble.
the vibrational bubble that we built here, we come back, it's like,
It's so weird. I
Yeah.
can't even explain the feeling. It's almost like an energy attack in a way, but it's just you're so drained and you feel like so bogged down, and I don't even know. It's like vacations aren't really relaxing because when you come home, when we're on vacation, we want to be home, and we're like, we can't wait to go home, and then we come home and we feel like shit.
yeah.
And then that takes about 2 days to get kind of like, get over that, and then we're like, okay, we're good now.
yeah. I don't like it. It's to the point now where I don't really want to go anywhere until we buy a house.
I know.
And then I'm even kind of nervous about that, the house buying experience. I'm nervous about that. Like,
Well, we got a long while before that.
yeah, but still, the longer that we wait for that, you know that we're going to be settled even more comfortable here. So then when we pick up from here and then go buy a house, we're going to have to get used to it all over again, so.
I guess. That whole experience. I don't like that light on.
Are you going to drink it black?
No. I'm just gonna wait for it to cool.
No.
Yeah, that whole, what was I gonna say? Oh, the whole moving experience is gonna just be annoying, I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm constantly, every single day, I'm looking at the plants and I'm picturing, okay.
All he cares about is freaking plants, I swear.
No, but it is gonna be. I'm working out in my mind how I'm gonna move them. You know, because I got some plants out back
His
in
girlfriends.
the in the ground. I got them out back in the ground. Like there's this one cactus that I have that's what would you say, about 4 feet tall. It's a big ass, and it probably weighs about 100 pounds. And I'm thinking about that, plus all the other ones that are in the ground. I'm thinking about just getting one of those extra large boxes.
He's talked about renting his own truck for these plants. I gotta rent my own truck just so I can move them by themselves. I'm like, are you serious?
Maybe.
These are his babies, I swear.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know.
Okay, so if we move to like another state, like hours away, you're willing to do like just one trip for your little baby girlfriend?
No, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to figure it out. If we move like hours away,
we will get movers. We will hire movers, but he doesn't want them to touch the plants, which is fine. Why don't you just put them in boxes?
I am. I'm thinking about the ones out back. I'm gonna get like an extra large box, and I'm just gonna dig them up and throw them in there.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, no, throw them in there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna dig them up and set them all, and the ones that are in the ground.
That sounds like abusive. You're so worried about them being okay, but you're just like gonna just
No,
like, throw them.
I think you're overthinking it.
Oh.
What I mean is I'm just gonna put them all in a box. Let's just put it that way.
Okay.
And then I'm also thinking about which ones I'm gonna keep in pots and which ones I'm taking out.
You know, you could get one of those big plastic bins, like the one like we put our Christmas stuff in.
Yeah.
And that has like a lid on it and stuff, and maybe you could poke holes in the top
Yeah.
so they could breathe.
Hmm.
I don't know. We have such a long time before we move, honestly.
Yeah.
I have the dentist today.
Oh yeah, that's right. She's going to get some crowns. She's going to get some dental crowns.
No, I'm doing more than that. Everybody just thinks I'm doing one thing. I'm getting like 3 crowns, maybe 3 crowns. It probably will be 3 crowns. I had to get a deep cleaning. I had to get a frontectomy, so that like gum piece in the front of your mouth that's supposed to be like lasered off, and possibly whitening my teeth, she was saying. I don't know if we're doing that this time or not, but I don't know. I'm so nervous. The dentist, she gave me some like anxiety medicine, so I'm about to take that in about an hour.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, probably with the medicine, that's gonna help.
It's just gonna.
I'm gonna be like, I get so nervous, and yeah, it just sucks being numb. I don't like that numb feeling.
Yeah. Now, me, on the other hand, the numbing medicine wears off too fast. She says she's never seen anybody burn off the numbing medicine as fast as me. And they'll numb me, they'll give me like 6 shots in one spot, and I'm good and numb. She'll start drilling on my tooth. 20 minutes later, I'm feeling it. And she was even freaking out. She's like, I've never seen anybody burn it as fast as you. And I said, well, I've heard that pretty much my whole life. But she says it's probably even faster now because I work out.
Oh, yeah.
She's like, yeah, if you work out, it sped your metabolism up to the point to where, man, I do get one thing done to my teeth, I'm like, they're giving me 20, 30 shots in a day, you know?
Yeah, our dentist, she's so cool though. I love her. We ended up getting her a little gift card, and then I decided this morning I want to make her like a little goodie bag with like some candles and stuff. Maybe some sage and maybe some amethyst stones or something.
Yeah, she is super cool. She's giving us discounts.
She does so much for us, and I feel like, you know, not bad, because I'm very grateful, and I feel like it's really important to receive, you know, and we're always so giving. So we have to allow that flow to, you know, by receiving also. So I allow it, but it's like the least that we could do to give back. I'm like, is a $50 gift card even enough? Like, I don't feel like that's enough. You know, just for everything that she's done for us. She is always giving us discounts for the girls. She's always like cutting off prices. Like, she's gonna give me one of my crowns for like $200. I'm like, oh my gosh, stop. And like, she gave me like a $50 toothbrush because she was late to my appointment, and I was like, oh my God, like you're so giving, you know, and it's just so sweet.
I can't figure out if it's just us.
I don't know if that's just how she runs her business,
Or
but I
maybe-
mean that's really a really good manifesting technique, you know, how giving she is, and it definitely makes us come back. I mean, well, we need to get things done, and she's right there, but we could easily go somewhere else if we wanted to, you know.
Yeah, I mean, she probably has it worked out to where she makes plenty of money off people's insurance anyway, so she doesn't.
I don't feel like insurance pays that much. I mean, I guess it depends on your insurance, but I don't know. You can tell like she genuinely is passionate about her job. She's not doing it for a paycheck. She's doing it because she genuinely cares about the patient's like oral health, and it's just really cool when you can find somebody who loves what they do, because they're like, I don't know how to really explain it. I haven't had my coffee yet.
Well, if you love what they say, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. But
yeah, my hair is just like lovely today. I don't ever come on camera like this because it's weird, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna get some crema. The kids are up. They said, Daddy didn't wake us up. And I said, it's still early.
Yeah. It's a whole new schedule shift.
But they got ready without you asking. And they were being quiet because yesterday I showed them because their bathroom is literally right on the wall of our bedroom door, or like the wall in our bedroom, like on the other side of the wall is their bathroom, and it's right where they can slam the drawers, and we hear it like in our bedroom. So in my room I'll hear boom boom boom, and then moving things in their drawers, and oh my God, slamming the hairbrush down, and it'll wake me up through my earplugs. That's how loud it is. So yesterday I took them into the bedroom, and I said, here, switch me spots so you can hear what this sounds like. And they're like, oh my God. They were so surprised. And then I was like, yeah, that's why I wake up like freaking out sometimes. I'll be like, what are you guys doing? And they're like, we're not doing anything. And I'm like, yeah, now you see what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So
I'm getting hungry. Are you? You know, you're drinking coffee. She can only have food or coffee, not both.
And I choose coffee so that I don't have to eat food and get fat.
Well, we go to the gym. I was just telling them. I found the secret ingredient to weight loss. Running. And I mean, I knew that. That's one of those things that I just heard for so long, but I'd be like, no, fuck running. I don't want to run. No. But now I love it. So yeah, I don't worry like when I eat food, like, oh, I'm making myself fat. Man, all I got to do is go to the gym, run 2 or 3 miles, and burn it off. And I do. My body will burn it quick. I can be full from a meal, and after 2 miles, my stomach's empty. It just burns it so quick.
I was telling Rich how, what was I saying? Sorry, I'm like not really awake yet. Oh, how when we used to go to the gym, how like I would run, and then he could barely even like do an incline, and do, I'm dying. And then I wouldn't even run very much. I'd do like a 2-minute little run, and I'd be dying. And now, what was that? The day before yesterday, we went to the gym, and I was running for like 6 minutes, and then I was like dying. And then I look over at him, he's still going strong. And then I had to take like a little 2-minute breather, and then I finished my mile. And after that, but then he just went the whole entire time, and I was just thinking like, dang, look at you. Like before, it was, the roles are switched, you know?
Yeah, I'm liking it now. I ran for 20 straight minutes that day. And that was after deadlifting 200 pounds that morning. All morning. Coach Drew would make me deadlift 200 pounds. He'd be like, all right, 8 deadlifts and run down and back. So, yeah. So my legs were mad at me.
Oops. I almost blocked somebody. Do I fast, or whoever fasts? I do. I like to do the intermediate fasting.
Intermittent?
Or, yeah, whatever.
Intermittent fasting, where she doesn't eat until like, what, noon?
I try to go as long as I can without eating, without, turning into a crazy bitch.
Yeah, she gets hangry.
I get so hangry.
She gets hangry and cranky. You're way better now than you used to be, though. Way better.
Oh, thanks, Karen. I don't know. She says I look pretty waking up.
Well, you do.
The 16-8 ratio, is that where you don't eat for 16 hours and then only eat between 8 hours? I think that's what that is. I just try to go as long as I can. Usually I'll make it to maybe like 11. Sometimes if I don't think about it and I'm busy, I won't eat until like 2 or like 1:30. And then I'm like getting kind of snippy by then. And he's like, I think you need to eat. I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't eaten today. I forgot.
Well, I found the magic ingredient, running. I'm not even worried now. Now that I'm into running, I'm not even worried about it.
Or just don't eat. That's like my goal is to eventually get to a point in life where all I have to eat is like 1 meal a day.
I used to do that.
But then it's like weird because some people are like, you need the nutrients, blah blah blah. But then if you want to like raise your frequency, you have to be to be lighter. You just don't really eat as much, or you just eat like veggies and
Well,
stuff.
I mean, you work on raising your frequency, and you'll probably eat less as a byproduct of that.
Yeah.
Your appetite will. The more you raise your frequency, I don't know. Like it's chicken or the egg, which comes first. You know what I mean? But I really feel like they go hand in hand no matter which one you do first. You know, yeah, if you eat less, like what I noticed when I spent that whole year vegetarian, the first major change that I noticed was it was easier to pull myself out of a bad mood. That was the first thing that I noticed. Like, you know, just something would piss me off and I'd be like irritated and fucking idiots, and I'd be like, whoa, shoot. Raise the frequency, you know, and it was easier. It became easier for me to do that when I stopped eating meat.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that is interesting. How do you get through the hunger pains? I just drink coffee. That's in the mornings, because I think in the morning time is when I would be the most hungry. Yeah. So I just drink coffee and it makes me full. For some reason, I don't get it, and it keeps me busy. So it's kind of like a good combo, because then I'm like busy because I'm drinking coffee, and then it makes me a little bit full. So then it takes up time. And then now we're pescatarians.
Yeah, pescatarian.
That's kind of cool.
That's so that's fish only?
Yeah, seafood only.
The only kind of meat will be fish or seafood? Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of fun.
I mean, to me, it's easy, and I totally forget. I will forget that I'm not eating meat because Beyond and that Impossible shit.
Yeah. Yeah. They have so many different kinds of it, too.
Mm-hmm. I'm getting hungry now. I'm getting hungies now, thinking about talking about food. So.
All right, well then let's go. I kind of ruined your chat anyways, so.
No, you didn't ruin it. I was just waiting. Like I said, I had it mapped out. I was like, okay, I'm gonna chat for an hour.
You look at your.
I was like, I'm gonna chat
That's not a watch.
Yeah. I'm gonna chat for an hour, and then by the time I'm done on here, I'll have like 15 minutes, and then I'll go wake you up, and that was the plan.
What time is it? Do we know?
I don't know.
Well, we gotta get the kids going anyways. Oh, it's only 7:30.
7:30, yeah. So, no, you didn't ruin it. You added to it.
Oh, okay.
We can never, I just basically stopped asking her if she wants to chat because
I don't mind chatting. Like I say a million times, you just come on here so early that I'm asleep.
we could never get it on the same page at the same time. She'd be like, hey, you want to chat? And it'd be late in the evening when I'm tired, and I'm like, no, not really. You know?
Yeah, we're on different schedules.
Or anytime I'd ask her, so you want to go on camera and chat with the people? She'd be like, no, I don't feel like it. So we could never get on the same page at the same time. So, No, you didn't ruin it, dingle butt.
I'm like, you need to change the name back to Rich Behind the Scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm not on here nowhere.
But did you want to say anything about your little business or anything yet? Or are we still kind of...
Yeah, I forgot.
Because I've told them that you took your business to the public. I didn't know if you wanted to announce where it was or anything like that yet, or if you wanted to hold off on that. Because I've already told them, look, we're holding off on announcing it.
I mean, we've already kind of displayed where it is. Like, if you follow us on Facebook or Instagram. Well, I'm not doing it this Sunday, but next Sunday I will be. And it's in Southern Highlands in Las Vegas.
Is it Henderson or
No,
Vegas?
it's Las Vegas.
Okay. Southern Highlands.
So if you just look up Farmers Market, Southern Highlands in Las Vegas, you should be able to find it.
Yeah. and that's not even the official announcement. So
No.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I want to announce it. Like, I don't know.
the Southern Highlands Farmers Market.
I mean, that is kind of an
when I say
announcement.
announce it, I'm
So-
talking about putting a video on my main YouTube channel saying,
Oh,
"Come
gosh.
see us."
That's so, like, nerve-wracking.
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, I don't know.
The people that host the event, though, they're just a few booths down from us, and they said, "Hey, if you got any crazy people, just come get me. I
It's
fucking
not because
carry."
of that. And there's security guards there, too.
Yeah, and security rolls around, and the security guards are armed. They got
That's
Glocks.
not why. It's just, I don't feel like my stuff is just all that worthy. I gotta find that worthiness still in me.
She doesn't understand. I try to explain to her that in the spiritual community, flaws and imperfections are admired. It gives authenticity to your products.
Well, not only that, but there's just still like some things that I want to like, little tweaks that I still need to figure out. And then I just worry if I won't have enough product or if I have too much. And then like, I'm still like in that in-between phase trying to find the happy medium of like prices and like balance of what to sell, what sells more, things like that. But it seems like so far it's been different. Like the first time the necklaces sold more, well, I was gonna say and the candles sold more this last time, but then that's not true because that one lady came and bought like 5-6 necklaces and then like 4 candles or something like that. I was like, good
she's a rich
God.
lady.
Well, we don't know that. Maybe she's just into that kind of things, into those things. I don't know. I'm grateful though, because I was like, dang, buddy. I gave her a discount because I was like, I'm not about to let you spend like $100 here right now. Like, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not like trying to take everybody's money. I'd rather, I don't know. I appreciate the business. So
That's the same with me. Like I tell people with my merchandise, you know. The other day, did you notice that Teespring, I requested a payout from Teespring and then they
what was it, like 2 cents?
No, it was like $15. Now, if I make $15 off my merchandise.
Sold a lot.
Yeah, I sold a lot of shit.
Yeah, on Teespring, it's set up to where I've made it to where we only make maybe like 5 cents on a shirt.
Yeah.
We don't make like anything on there because the prices are already so high on there. And if we add any other to it, it's just gonna make it look really just very very expensive.
There's YouTubers out there, they'll have their hoodies on there for like $60.
Yeah,
And
why?
I'm like, you're a whore, dude. Like, that's advertising. Like, I would rather you have my merchandise for free. I don't need to make nothing off of that. Just wear my shit around.
And I just don't feel like the quality of the, I mean, it's not bad quality
It's
clothing.
actually really
It's-
good quality, but not $60 hoodie quality.
Exactly. I don't feel like it's that top tier quality of
Yeah.
clothing to be selling it like
Because
that.
it'll just be, they'll like print my logo on a Hanes shirt, you know?
I wouldn't even say it's a Hanes shirt because Hanes is still kind of soft.
Yeah, I do have some of them. I do have Hanes. They printed it on Hanes. I made one of them. I forget which one
I
it
think
was.
I might have updated it because I think you can choose the quality of the shirt, but it costs more.
Oh,
So you can choose a cheaper t-shirt with your logo on it and it does make the price lower, but it's just a lower quality shirt. I don't know. It's dumb. Everybody's got to make their money somehow, but
yeah.
we try not to do it on there.
Right.
We have other means of income, so.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho, we probably gonna go ahead and hop on out of here, y'all.
I need to get creamer anyways.
This is right around the time that I usually get off of here anyway, somewhere between 50 minutes and an hour.
Oh, okay. Well, bye, you guys. Thanks for letting me come chat.
No problem. Have a good one. Y'all enjoy the rest of your day.